So like, oh, let me kick my feet up and watch a little Texans-Jets. 1:30.
What could have been
Texans by 7. 41.5 is the over/under. The Texans have a 9-game winning streak. They lost to Indy at home last week. They finally lost. The Jets finally won a game at Buffalo. Big injury news. Let's see. Not huge. Isaiah Crowell and Quincy Enunwa declared out for the Jets already. This one, I think it started at 6.5, went up to 7. It seems like an obvious Texans win. It just I always dislike laying the points with a team like the Texans that plays defense and likes to run the ball, because the game gets contracted, and it just, especially leading points on the road. I don't know. I'll probably do it, but I don't love it.
Yeah, I don't love it either. I think I had it at Texans at -6. That's where I saw it at. And I'm going with the Jets. We talked about it a lot. The Texans are going to win the division and be a 3-seed or a 4-seed. I guess it'll be a 3-seed or whatever, but I just don't think they're that good. And because you look at this list of teams they played on their winning streak, it's just not. None of these teams are very good.
Can I interrupt for a second?
Yeah.
We talked about this last week. You should check the YouTube discussion in this particular game, because there are some haters going after you about saying this stuff about the Texans. Not that you're wrong. There's people that's what everybody says. People say they haven't played anybody. They're an angry handful of people.
Well, listen, they beat the Colts, which was a good win. The first game win streak. They beat the Cowboys, which turns out to be a pretty decent win. Then you have the Bills, the Jags, the Dolphins, the Broncos, the Redskins, the Titans, the Browns. All those teams, like, none of them were playoff teams, except maybe the Broncos, but none of those are playoff caliber teams. Then they play the Colts at home and they lose. So I'm not saying the Texans are a horrible team. I'm just saying that it's not a great winning streak, and maybe they're a little overrated. Now you got the Jets. Like I said, I think they're going to win straight up. I think the Texans will. I just think the Jets will keep it close. I think the win last week, which actually was a surprising win. I was really surprised that they beat the Bills. But Darnold was okay in his first game back after a while. The Texans are a little below average against the pass. So, I think the Jets will keep it relatively close.
All right. Yeah, you got the Jets. We both got it at 6 early in the week. Now this morning, look, on Pickwatch, NFLPickwatch.com, I see it at 6.5. But where we get the lines when Sean and the development team make the update, it'll be 7. Or at least where I saw we get the lines this morning, it'll be 7. So this is one that if you want the Jets, good for you if you waited this long, because the spread's going up a little bit. You think they're going to keep it close? I'm not sure, but I'm going to take the Texans. So right now on NFLPickwatch.com, we have 80% of the experts going with the Texans given the points, 75% of the fans going with the Texans given the points. Josh going against the grain.
Hey, wait, so I got all those haters last week, but who was right?
You were.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yep. I almost went back in and left a comment, but I don't like doing that. So, like, hey guys, how you doing? All good.
You shouldn't tempt fate like that, for sure.
Right. All right.